Did you wake up one morning and just decide to buy a motorcycle? Now you got to figure out how to ride it? All right, so what's up everybody? I'm Music Man, and welcome back to Music Man's Ride. In this video series, I'm going to take you guys from having never thrown a leg over a motorcycle to riding that dude down the highway at 70 plus miles an hour. So to start things off, we're going to start with the very basics. Today's video, we're going to concentrate on familiarization with the bike, getting to know what all the bits and pieces do, where all the controls are, how to start it, and since you guys are going to be out in the parking lot practicing, I'm going to do you a favor. I haven't seen any other YouTuber out there doing this in their beginner bike videos, but I'm going to show you how to pick up a motorcycle. And this technique works for, you know, my 800-pound Harley-Davidson Street Glide. It will work for any motorcycle out there. All right, guys, so just to kind of start things off, I just want to say congratulations on purchasing your first motorcycle. Motorcycling is a fantastic hobby. It's my absolute #1 passion in life at the moment. It's going to take you to a lot of places. You're going to be able to see a lot of cool things, or it might be just something to get you out and clear your head for a little bit. But I promise you, you're not going to regret this decision. Every new beginner has their worries, a little bit of anxiety about it. You know, obviously they don't offer the protection that a car would offer. Trust me when I tell you, there's no reason to be afraid of these machines. They will only do what you tell them to do. It's just practice, practice, practice. Get out here in an empty parking lot somewhere, do a little riding around, kind of familiar yourself with the bike really good before you get it out into traffic, all right? All right, guys, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and let's do a walk around on the bike. I'll show you where all the controls are. Yeah, they're gonna be different from model to model, sure, but for the most part, all the controls are going to be in basically the same place, unless you got something crazy like a Ridley that doesn't have a clutch and a shifter. But aside from that, all motorcycles are basically the same. So I just switched over to handheld mode to start things off. We're going to start over here on the left side of the bike, starting up with a handlebar. Okay, so up here on the handlebars, you have your clutch lever. You've got your horn here, the headlight controls, your turn signal indicator, which not every bike they're going to be set up like these. This is a Harley-Davidson. So the turn signal indicators for this bike, I have one on my left side for a left blinker and one on the right side for the right blinker. All right, so moving down here to the left side of the bike, as far as foot controls, it's pretty simple. All you have on this side is just going to be your shift lever. As you can see, I have a heel-toe shift for my transmission. Motorcycle transmissions are known as a sequential transmission, which basically means you have to go through all the gears. You can't go from 3rd to 5th. You have to go 3rd, 4th, 5th. And the way you shift these is by using your foot to click the lever down and to lift the lever up. Now, I have a heel-toe shift, so when I shift down on the front lever to drop a gear, and to go up a gear, I step on the back lever here with my heel. That's why it's called a heel toe. You lift with you push with your toe here and push with your heel here. Most motorcycles have a 6-speed transmission. You're going to be looking at your first gear is always at the very bottom, so just click your lever down till it doesn't go down anymore. That's going to be first gear. To go up to the next gear, for most motorcycles, you just lift the lever up and you go into 2nd gear. You go into 3rd gear. You go into 4th gear. For mine, to get to the next gear, I stomp down to go up into 5th gear. To find neutral, you're going to click all the way back down into 1st, and then you're going to put your toe underneath here and lift up just slightly, just to pull it out of gear, and that'll put you in 1st gear. Okay, also back here, let me step out of the sun. That is going to be the location of my passenger pegs. They're at the back, just behind the transmission housing there. Walking around over to the right side of the bike. Sorry the light's not as good over here, but there's not as much to talk about. You can see the other passenger peg here, and then up here we have the rear brake lever, which that brake controls the brakes for the rear of the bike. It's not like a car where you just have one brake lever, you pull it, and it activates all your brakes. Motorcycles are different, they're controlled individually. And that is, your front brake is controlled up here by this lever. This is going to be your front brake lever up here on your front right hand handlebar. Your throttle control, everybody's favorite part, is right here. You just twist it back to set your throttle. Other controls have my kill switch here, hazards, starter. This is my right side indicator, and another joystick for my infotainment. All right, so walking around. Starting procedure on a motorcycle is pretty easy, guys. Not a lot to go over here. We went over kind of the basic control layout where everything's at. Now to actually start it, this is going to be different on every motorcycle out there, but also the same. And a lot of it depends on the brand of bike you have. My motorcycle has a keyless start. Most motorcycles do have a key. They're either going to be located over here near where my horn housing's at. A lot of cruisers will have a key spot for a key there. You're going to have some that'll be up on the triple tree over here. You'll have some start switches that are down here on the gas tank. And then of course you're going to have some that are up here on the forks like mine is. My start switch also controls my fork locks, so I can lock the forks if I need to. But starting a motorcycle is basically the same. First thing you're gonna do, turn your key on, which this knob right here functions almost like a key. I turn it to ignition. You see the bike start up, and if you heard that winding noise, that is my fuel pump engaging on the bike, priming the fuel lines. Then you just reach over here on the left side, and you're gonna hold this button right here, your starter button. You're gonna hold it down until the bike fires. See? Pretty simple, huh? All right, guys. Well, that's the basic walk around. Let's go ahead and get you back up on the tripod and hang on. All right, guys, so that's a basic walk around. So let's go ahead and get you guys back up on a tripod, and dear God, the things I do for YouTube. I'm gonna drop my bike in the parking lot. I'll let you guys see it live and in action. So, you know, we've all done it. It's not as embarrassing as you think it is. The worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna have a little bit of damage on your bike. I have engine guards on mine, so that's gonna stop a lot of damage that could happen. But I'm not looking forward to it all the same. Well, here we go. So probably the dumbest thing I've ever done, but you know, the stuff I do for YouTube, I guess. Let's fold that up, because it's gonna fold anyway. All right, well. Let's drop the bike. There you go. Like I said, my engine guards down here stop a lot of that stuff from getting damaged. It doesn't mean I like doing it though. So, show you guys how to pick this up. All right, now it's time to show y'all how to pick this dude up. She's heavy. So, first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna turn around like this to your bike. Put your butt towards the seat, okay? You're gonna grab your right side handlebar, or sorry, your left side handlebar with your right hand. If it drops on this side, just reverse them if it's on the other side. With your left hand, you're gonna reach down underneath your seat and get you a good grip. All right, so you're gonna take your butt, put it in your seat, down low, and then with your feet, you're just gonna push and start walking backwards. Fuck. Goddamn brakes. All right, guys, well, I picked the wrong side of the bike to drop. Because as soon as I pick it up, she gets to sliding. So we're just gonna have to boost it up in a hurry. All right, once you get her up, reach over, grab your brake, straighten your wheel out, stand it up, and put your kickstand down. They don't get any lighter ever. Oh. All right, guys, so that's the first video in the series. Sorry, I'm still out of breath from struggling trying to pick that bike up. But like I said, this is gonna be a full video series. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get all the notifications so you know when the next video comes out. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.